Podcast. We're back. We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about a great sport that we don't really talk about much on here, but we absolutely have to talk about it on here this week. If you've been living under a rock, we're definitely talking about USA Hockey, both men's and women. So we'll get to that. We'll recap the Olympics. We'll talk a little World Baseball Classic as is upon us. Spring training is already started, which I know these two nerds have watched it already. So we will get into that and we will go from there. So, gentlemen, first and foremost, how have you been with our light dusting and snow and whatever the hell else we got going on here?
I was just saying to Harrison before you guys got on that we have kids and snow day and two hour delays, and it's only Wednesday. So this week has been a lot of fun. I'm ready for spring.
Yeah, I'm done with the snow. It's enough. Cut it out. Please stop. It's enough. Yeah, man, this is the snow days and the 2 hour delays. And obviously I work in athletics. So the changing of times and games and travel, it's we're enough is enough. Stop it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I like it in the beginning of the winter, Christmas time, the holidays and all that. And then, I'm pretty much over it now.
I feel like
How are you, Hayes?
Yeah, I guess that's fine. We can ask Hayes.
You like that? You like that, huh?
Yeah.
Nice hat.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Where'd you get that?
This douchebag.
Wow.
Don't mind the stuff behind me.
I'm nice to you, Harrison. Can I get a hat?
Anyway, don't mind the stuff behind me. This will be organized as I just got my big ass shelf that I had to carry up the step because, the drivers didn't want to bring it up the steps themselves. When you ask for delivery options and they ask what you want to do and they completely disregard what you ask them to do. So, I'm fine. I'm good.
Should leave a Yelp review.
I will definitely be writing something for sure. I'm gonna do it in my best Karen voice ever, and we're gonna get things done. Yeah. I'm done.
People still use Yelp.
Back together.
Is Yelp still a thing? No.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I know people are definitely lighting up reviews, though. I'll tell you that much. Speaking of which, if you like this podcast, review it multiple times.
No,
do that.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 stars.
Tell us how you feel about Harrison.
5 stars,
and then give 5 stars.
I'm the people's champ.
Well, let the people say that then.
I've used this idea before, and I stole it from a fantasy sports podcast I listen to. You leave a 5-star review, ask a question, and Hayes will answer it.
It's true. I will.
No one's done it yet.
I'm waiting for it.
I've only mentioned it like once, like probably 150 episodes ago. But let's try. Leave a 5-star review and a question, and Hayes will answer it.
I will.
Yeah,
it's fair.
Go Birds.
It's fair.
Go Birds.
We're not in that season right now, gentlemen. Unless you're talking about a certain bird.
Free bird.
You know what I mean? You see what we did there? Okay.
I don't get it.
You know what we put it down. All right.
Segue of the century.
You know what I mean? So that was a team segue. That was phenomenal, gentlemen.
I like what we did there.
Look at us.
It was good. It was good. So
football's
US
over,
hockey,
and we're in peak form.
Well, U.S. hockey was in peak form too.
Hell yeah!
The first time that men and women's both took gold, which was absolutely phenomenal. We had some more history being made with what's the young black lady from Cleveland Heights that was the first black hockey player to win gold medal. That is on there. Plays for University of Wisconsin. The Kelsey brothers also funded $10,000 in a GoFundMe so her family can go and see there. Really awesome story. But I will lead this off and leave it to Brendan, who is my residential hockey guy that has introduced me to the game and taught me more than I ever knew about the game, that I never, ever wanted to know about the game. So I'll leave it to you, sir.
There you go. Appreciate that. Yeah. Just right off the top here, like, the best hockey game I've ever seen.
What's up there?
Yeah. I mean, that level of talent on the ice at the same time, you could just tell how badly each team and every player wanted to win that game. It was amazing. It was just a closely fought game. I mean, first period, U.S. Definitely was I don't want to say dominant, but definitely took that first period, and then second and third period was all Canada. The ice was definitely tilted those final two periods, and obviously the OT winner with Jack Hughes. It just unbelievable. 46 years to the day of the Lake Placid miracle on ice, and I don't know. I don't know if like the average sports fan understands like the magnitude of this, right? It's only the third gold medal our men's Olympic team has ever won, and like I said, first time in 46 years. It's just to me, it's just I got emotional during the ceremony as well. Obviously with the Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey, he had tragically killed he and his brother last year by a drunk driver when he was down for his sister's wedding. So just a tragic story. Has two young kids. Class move all around by the team to go into the stands, get Johnny's kids, bring them out on the ice, and take the team photo with them. So obviously, Johnny was on their mind and a big part of of that team. It's just amazing. I can't say enough good things about what they did. And Jack Hughes, he's my new favorite player now. After getting, I know that hurts as a Rangers fan, but
yeah.
The golden goal, man, that's gonna go down in history, and it's something that I'm not gonna forget for the rest of my life. So yeah, just an amazing moment.
I'm sure you won't forget what is now deemed as the save as well, which was absolutely phenomenal. That picture that was taken will be framed and will be replayed by kids all over the U.S. in hockey rinks and whatnot. Shout out to Hughes' teeth, and shout out to his dentist for getting that fixed soon, I'm sure. Nothing like smiling like that from there. Shout out to JT.
We won something, boys.
For winning something.
Justin Timberlake?
Miller.
Oh, okay.
JT Miller. But
JT
I'm super curious to see the reception the American guys get when they go back to like Austin Matthews playing in Toronto and Hellebuck in Winnipeg, and I want to see if they're loved, because that was an amazing game. Like Brendan, like you said, I mean the last one I remember that great was a year ago, like the Four Nations tournament, which kind of took over all of like the stratosphere of the conversation. Like people were like, oh wow, hockey's great, and it's always been great. It's just definitely doesn't get kind of the recognition that it deserves. It's a niche sport, but it's a great one. But this game was immensely better even than that. Obviously Canada win 3-2, but yeah, to win it in the way they did, they obviously scored early and then were just completely dominated for two periods. Like second and third period, we were just hanging on by a thread. And for Hellebuck to step up in the way that he did, and then just kind of stay the course, and then rattle off the game winner. We can talk about 3v3 a lot of people are. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think I get it from the Olympic standpoint. You got the closing ceremonies like 2 hours later, so you can't go with a 5-6 hour hockey game. But I don't know, this game obviously warrants that type of finish. So it doesn't cheapen it in any way to me. It's just 3v3 is a tough way to go.
I agree. I wasn't thrilled about that either. The last time U.S. and Canada went to OT in men's hockey during the Olympics, 2010 in Vancouver, and obviously Crosby won it for Canada in that one. And even that was 4-on-4, so it wasn't a full strength 5-on-5. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of that either. But those are the rules, right? And I understand Canada; they're a little upset about it, but they weren't complaining in their semifinal matchup when they went to OT and won it 3-on-3. So
of course not.
It's the rules. It's just the structure of the Olympic Games, and you just
they had their chances too.
They did.
It's not like it wasn't just like one and done. You had your chances overtime. You had more than enough chances in the second and third period.
Yeah,
our goalie was just better.
I mean, Connor McDavid on a breakaway, he's scoring 9 out of 10 times, right?
Yeah.
He gets stuffed. Macklin Celebrini, who's the new up and coming phenom, plays for the Sharks. He's 19 years old. He had a breakaway, got stuffed by Hellebuck. Nate McKinnon, who's one of the probably top 3 player in the world, wide open net, missed it. So
he was one of the people that was complaining,
and he was. Did I send you guys that video of him when he received the stuffed animal and he was?
Yep.
What the hell is this? So, yeah. Congrats on the silver. Here's a stuffed animal.
Here's a stuffy.
Yeah. But yeah, they had their opportunities.
Was he the quote that said what was it? Something like the real team didn't win or the better team lost.
Yeah,
whatever.
The better team.
Yeah.
Didn't
I'm
win.
not sure it works that way, my man.
No.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
To me, this is the first time I can honestly say in like Canadian sports that I've actually heard them not share any good sportsmanship. I don't. To be honest, like I mean, they are normally stand up. They lose in stride and they continue to go. But this time they were butthurt, and it was. But the thing is, you also, like you just said, in the Four Nations, we watched you guys win and take our souls from us too. So we watched it as payback. We just got you with a gold instead, though. And I know that where hockey was created, and guess what? The Americans are actually now finally putting something together. It's not Americans in soccer. It's Americans in hockey, and it is one of our sports. And we do it just as well as you guys do. So
I think
it's great.
The parallels are really cool too. I mean, with the way the U.S. team was constructed. I mean, you got the Hughes brothers, you got the Tkachuk. That's gonna fuck me up.
Oh boy!
Wow,
I don't know.
It's only like you've heard his name for like 30 years.
Oh boy, Keith Tkachuk.
Keith Tkachuk.
Yeah,
Tkachuk, right?
Tkachuk.
Yeah, you got the
Eric's
Tkachuk
trying to get
brothers.
himself canceled.
Yep.
And then obviously their dad was a USA standout forever. And then the Hughes brothers and their mom being a coach on the women's team. There's just so many kind of cool parallels and interesting stories. And I think here we can shout out the women's team. I mean,
for sure, 100%.
We're liberal snowflakes, so we'll pay them their proper respect.
They were dominant.
They just took care of business. Like,
they were completely dominant the entire tournament.
The whole time.
2 goals the entire tournament.
Yeah, they are.
They're 2 goals against.
They are the best team in the world, without a doubt. Whereas I can't say that the U.S. men's team is the best team in the world on paper, right? I mean, the talent on Team Canada is certainly far above the U.S. But like you said, Sam, the best team doesn't always win, right? Like that's why we play the game. So, those maple flavored tears are delicious. They should bottle that up and sell it.
I mean, without Hellebuck, like what was the final line there? It was over 40 saves, right? Like
46, I believe it was.
It's insane. It just like we had no right winning that game, if in this sense, but he just insane performance like the whole time. And I think it was the women. It was Italy and USA. I'm at the barber shop with my son. It's on TV, and my son looks at the score. He goes, "Oh man, Grandma's gonna be mad because she was born in Italy." So I was like, "Yeah, that was my introduction to like, oh man, this squad is legit." And they just owned it for 2 or 3 weeks. It was great to see. But yeah, no, hell yeah, it was fun. It was fun to watch competitive hockey. I haven't watched much hockey at all, let alone, Rangers, and they're not good. Obviously, it's selling off everyone that has any talent on our team. But it was cool to see competitive hockey. It's been a while since I tuned into that. Aside from the Four Nations thing.
Yeah, that's the last time I watched.
Yeah.
The last time I watched, legit. So
going back to Hellebuck real quick too, it kind of puts him on the map, because he's been with the Winnipeg Jets his entire career. So obviously,
just chilling.
And
people
don't realize. I mean, this guy is one of, if not the best goalie in the entire league. He's won 3 Vezina trophies, which is the award handed out to the best goalie at the end of each year. And he won the MVP last year as well of the league.
Hart Trophy.
Yeah. So, this guy is a stud, and it's great that he's kind of getting that national spotlight now. And that save was just incredible.
Filthy.
I just,
Filthy.
unreal.
It reminds me of a guy that we used to have in goal one day when the Rangers used to, go to the Stanley Cup, and
our boy Hank.
we would watch, and
Mike
in
Richter,
the Newburgh Brewery, and
Mike Richter.
just watch our hearts get snatched away. But it was nice to see. Honestly, again, it's for a person that is an extremely casual hockey fan.
Nice.
It was nice to watch and to enjoy.
And our boys had a hell of a 48 hours after that win. I mean,
yeah, they were wild.
Sam's holding up a Funko Pop of Henrik Lundqvist for those.
Love you, Hank.
There you go, the king.
Yeah, they were bugging out.
They had themselves a couple of days there. Yeah,
they sure did. I'm
and
sure they're still raging right now.
Real quick too, so thinking about Jack Hughes and his teeth. Have you guys ever chipped a tooth before?
Yes.
It is one of the most painful things.
Horrible.
Especially like your front teeth. Like when you breathe in, it's like shooting pain because it's like the nerve endings and everything are exposed. So that's why in the post game interview there, when Jack, his brother Quinn, and Austin Matthews are fielding questions from reporters, they're drinking their beers, and Jack is having to he can't actually sip it. He has to
funneling it almost,
because it would just completely wreck his
pain
there. So the pain would be unbearable. But yeah, Jack Hughes, man, I in that post game interview as well. We're not going to get political on this podcast or anything like that, but for him to say that he's proud to be American and he takes pride in doing this for his country, to me that's also refreshing to see in this day and age as well. And just personally, from my standpoint, makes me like him even more.
It was great.
It was
great stuff.
It was.
I don't mind getting political on this podcast, but
you can.
It's fine. You can.
A little backlash from the boys, but
I don't get it though. So so they were obviously invited to the State of the Union last night. I was saying this
before. I honestly don't know what happened after. I know.
So I'll break it down.
So go ahead. Because I open up Instagram, I'm like, why does everyone hate the U.S. hockey team? And I didn't care to really dive into it.
Yeah. So in the locker room after during the celebration, you get, FBI Director Kash Patel in there, who is,
I saw that. Yeah.
Public enemy right now. So that ruffled some feathers. And then they released the phone call with the team.
They need to release something else.
They released, it's distracting. Give me the files.
Yeah. Name the files, man.
Name the files.
That's what Steve Tisch is saying too. Why just me? Why just me?
Sorry. So they released the phone call with Trump on the phone, and Trump derogatorily says, "I guess we'll have to invite the women too." And the guys, they awkwardly laughed at it. So it was like a situation where it's like, I don't know what to say here. I'm not going to correct the president in this exact moment. They were just put in a bad spot, basically.
Yeah. I wouldn't put that on the guys. Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
Literally, the FBI director is holding the phone and oh wow. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I saw him shotgunning beers or whatever, but I didn't know. Okay.
We know the Trump and the Trumpelstiltskins, and he just says some really stupid fucking shit. And this was the moment in time where he did, and it's like, I don't blame them for not correcting him in that moment.
Yes.
And I would be naive to think that, probably a good amount of them are fans of his, knowing the demographic of hockey. It's just, it's a rich sport, point blank, it is. So, so they're catching some backlash from that. But it's,
and they were also at the State of the Union, weren't they?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They got invited to the State of the Union. Trump's using them as a bit of a prop. So it's not, I don't love this part of it, but it won't diminish their accomplishment to me. It's just, I can separate the two. But I think a lot of the backlash is coming from people and folks on the left side of things, where it's just a little bit of piling on at this moment. And it is what it is, but it's people that just don't know hockey culture. They're just kind of looking for stuff. And that's kind of how my opinion of it. It's unfortunate and dumb that it's taking away some of the light from them. But yeah, when you kind of interact with this guy, you put yourself in harm's way because he's a loose cannon.
I said this to someone yesterday. I don't think I would watch the State of the Union if it was in my backyard.
Hell no.
So that being said, I totally get it. We don't need to go down this road, but I think you summarized that well, especially considering I wasn't aware of that. But yeah, no, that makes sense.
You educated me. Thank you.
Welcome.
And right, Mama Hughes is on the women's team. Oh. She's like a coach, right? She's like assistant coach or something.
I know. I'm 100% sure that those guys are as pumped for the women as they are for themselves.
Of course.
They know as competitors and as athletes what it takes to like do this or to do what they did. So I have no like thought in my mind that they have ill intentions towards what the women did. It was just a stupid joke that got released, and they didn't even make the joke. They were just reacting to it. So it's like, that's not really fair, y'all.
And they were in the and some of the guys were in the stands too for the women's games, cheering them on. So no way. And those those girls can play, man. Like, that was impressive hockey. It wasn't. I won't throw shade at the WNBA, but it wasn't like like they're on. Sorry, they are.
We're making strides here.
They are professional athletes. Like they are superior athletes, and I'll just stop there.
This is usually where Hayes would cut him off. But Hayes is too busy laughing.
Yep.
Keith looking down in the space.
Kachuk.
Yes. The rest of the Olympics. What is your thoughts? I mean, it's over now. The medal count is Norway absolutely demolished everybody. That's the medal count. I think Norway was also the team that brought like 100 over 100 sets of skis to prepare for any type of terrain. They were not playing when this is their and I feel also those European teams that lived around that area, it was a competitive advantage. This is also their time to shine. Like I feel for the U.S., we're really good at curling. We're really good at hockey. There's definitely some standouts in speed skating, figure skating. But then there's the things like the biathlon, which there was like no Americans in it. We got destroyed in bobsledding. Unfortunately, the Jamaican bobsled team did not win, which does not make me happy. Because I had so many jokes lined up for that if that happened.
Feel like
I think all in all,
when you use the phrase like this is their Super Bowl or this is their Olympics, this is Norway's Olympics.
Yes.
I mean, it is actual Olympics, but
they
don't mess around.
They don't mess around. I mean, same with like Sweden. Germany was also very, very dominant in multiple different things. It's just, again, a lot of European countries, very, very dominant. And what they did throughout this. Again, we have great athletes on, and I know I think we show up even more in the Summer Olympics or just the Olympics in general, right? There we have more versatile people, but that's not to discredit our people at all. It was very, very fun watching a lot of it. Again, curling is always one of my fun things to watch. I feel like curling has gotten way more coverage now. Compared to the last 4 years. Like 4 years ago, we were like, oh, curling, right? And then now this year it was like they did the best of curling. There was literally a best of curling.
Every night was curling.
Like, every night. And it was how many curling events are we going to have here now, right? But shout out to speed skaters.
It's like when you have like your punk
grunge
rock band and then they go mainstream. So, watch this space.
That's fair.
Maybe curling was a little oversaturated we'll see. I mean, we got 4 years to wait, so maybe it'll just return to its rightful place.
It was on like every day.
Yes, every day. I felt like that was the most covered sport out of anything.
Like the entire 2 weeks, there was a curling match going on. Yeah.
I felt like the Olympics were over once I didn't see any more curling. I was like, it's done. We don't have any more curling anymore. So, I did. There's one, like I was talking about the what's not biathlon. There was the other one where the skiers were like waddling, like walking sideways up the hill, like their feet were out, like flexed out in their skis going up the hill, and then they get to the top and then they like adjust and then they ski downhill to get fast. I have no idea. I watched people train for it. Like they showed like little video clips and montage clips or whatever. And people are on like roller skates, like going up the hill doing this. I was like, just imagine how weird that looks when somebody's driving past you, just like waddling up the hill. And where does one train for that?
Yeah. The mountains.
It's some things. But I will say the standout event for me was the, I don't remember the name, but, when the skiers go out and the squirrel or the skeleton, is it called the squirrel? I think it is, when they're just out there and they just like flex the skiers, just do that and they have to go.
Well, Hayes is gone. Oh, there's Hayes.
Oh, he's back. Yeah.
No, I got a phone call. I don't know why that happened. Anyway, do you guys know the event I'm talking about when they're just out there like just jumping like that, where they're just jumping straight to try to get distance off the slope?
Yeah. That's wild.
I gained so much respect for just watching that, because it's just like I'm thinking about their knees. Like how's that impact on your knees? As the unks of podcasting on here are thinking about this. And I'm just thinking about the joints and how it feels to land that way after jumping so high in the air, going so far and so fast. How does that feel on their legs? I need to know.
Can't be good.
We got 4 guys with 8 bad knees, so probably terrible.
My knees are
my knees aren't great. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I want to lastly, or kind of Olympics wise, I just want to shout out like the NBC production crew, like all of the stuff, like the prime time in Milan, and just the coverage of the whole entire thing was awesome. I mean, obviously a lot of the stuff was on in the morning, and but to be able to kind of catch up on everything at night and then watching everything, just the production value was so high. Yeah. And then kind of my favorite story was Michaela Schifrin, so the downhill skier. She won gold, and then after in her post game, she's kind of talking about even being scared of victory because her late father was no longer with her. It's just so many of those really cool stories that come out this time of year. But NBC's ability and just the media's ability to capture them for athletes we've never even heard of or never crossed our mind before these last couple of weeks. But ones that you'll remember for a long time because of just how epic the performances were, how it's packaged together, and just overall the production and the show of it all is just I love the Olympics. It's really, really great.
Not that we didn't know this before, but Mike Tirico is world class,
gold standard. I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Man,
no one better. And our boy Snoop,
hell yeah,
he has solidified himself as an ambassador of the U.S.
Yes.
Him and Stanley Tucci. I don't know if you guys saw that segment going out and through Italy and everything, trying different dishes.
That's hilarious.
It was phenomenal. Yeah, and real quick, just I want to go back to Norway and Hayes. I think the cross country skiing where they go up the hill and then Jonas Klæbo from Norway.
Kumpo?
I think that's his cousin.
The Norwegian freak? Is that what we call him?
Yes. Right. 6 gold medals in these winter games.
6.
So he participated in 6 events, 1 gold in all of them, all cross-country skiing. So he's pretty good. He became the winningest winter Olympian ever with those 6 gold medals in one game. So impressive stuff. Yeah, he's actually the guy. I think I sent you guys that short video of the guy who was like sprinting up the hill in his skis.
Yeah,
like the type of athlete that you need to be, like the endurance. It's insane.
Yes,
25. I don't know what a kilometer equals in feet or miles, but 50 kilometers.
Stupid Americans.
The last race there. Hey, we have the gold.
That's what they'll say. Yeah,
miles
exactly.
And feet.
Exactly.
Celsius.
It's amazing. Like these like the caliber of athlete that these Olympians are. It's incredible. And like you said, Harrison, like all the storylines that go into it. The upbringing of these athletes, what they've endured and gone through to get here. Like, don't forget, it's every 4 years. So like,
Yep.
Now it's like those who are going to participate again in 2030 in France. Now they're gearing up for those games. So the next 4 years are dedicated to those games, and it's just that's why all that emotion comes out, and it's inspiring to watch, really, and that's what really makes the Olympics.
Before we move on, I want to shout out Alyssa Loop, 20-year-old figure skater that won gold after retiring in 2022, giving up because she just didn't feel it anymore in sport. And then she finally felt like she was herself again and said, you know what, I'm going to go back, and absolutely dominated. So shout out to the 20-year-old doing that and getting her joy back and just being herself out there. That's the biggest part. Is I know that a lot of these, Harrison talked about it, I know a lot of these athletes feel pressure, especially because, everybody in the world stops to watch this every 4 years. And I know one mistake can cause you a medal. And for those that are out here trying to be in the Olympics, keep trying, keep falling, keep get up, keep doing whatever you have to do to keep getting to the next point, because no matter what, we're all proud of you, because it's something that not everybody can do. And the fact that you get to this is an accomplishment in itself. So shout out to you all that were able to perform in this.
That's the thing, man. Like you're repping your country, and it's all eyes on you. And the other part of it too, you mentioned she was 20 years old. The age of these athletes, I mean,
yes.
Certainly made me feel old watching.
Yeah,
because it's like when you hit 30 as an Olympic athlete, it's like, oh, you're not going to make it to the next games. Yeah, your career's over.
We're old as hell.
To think about someone in their either late teens or early 20s, the discipline, the work ethic, I mean, better than I was at that age. So, I mean, I was not not putting the time in to go to the Olympics. I mean, it's impressive. Bottom line.
That was inspiring, sure. Hayes. Do you think I could still be an Olympian?
No.
Curling, yeah.
No, but you are an Olympian in something, Harrison. You're an Olympian in making lists. So I think you should talk about the list that you have today that you have sprung upon all of us.
Okay. No, happy to share. Happy to bring back my list. Today we wanted to talk about, we're talking a little about Milan and Maryland crab cakes because Hayes was in Maryland. So I wanted to do a list on state city food staples. Okay. This is quickly put together, but
off the cuff.
So firstly, I just want to go with the ones I haven't tried that I would like to, that I feel like may crack my list. We want to do Seattle salmon. I think that'd be a great one. I love salmon. Alaska king crab. Have not been to Alaska, but I feel like maybe one day. And Idaho potatoes. Have not been to Idaho. But
potatoes.
I'm sure you've eaten Idaho potatoes, though.
But not in Idaho.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Straight from the source.
Freshness factor. Yep, I got you.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions, things that I have had. Po' boys and beignets. Honorable. Not
you
my
ever
top
been to
five.
New Orleans?
Lived there for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Where's jambalaya compared to those two?
I don't love jambalaya.
Okay.
That's sacrilegious.
I'm sorry.
Continue.
I don't like meat soup. Yeah, it's just the thing. Maryland crab cakes in my honorable mention. Carolina barbecue, Nashville hot chicken, and cheese curds, Wisconsin. Honorable mentions, all great. Coming in at number 765, New Haven pizza. Get it all the way the hell out of here. Nope.
Whoa.
No.
Overrated.
Terrible. Horrible. Sucks.
Brendan, you lived closer to New Haven than I did.
Sucks. Come at
go
me.
Ahead.
Yeah, I'm not a big thin pizza guy.
Yeah,
I want that doughy pizza. I want that crust. You know what I mean? And yeah, Frank Pepe's with the clam, white pizza. Now, yeah, you're
Frank,
right.
Frank, I'm in your corner, Frank.
Number 5, we'll skip all the way up just to save time.
There's so many good pizza places in New Haven.
Chicago,
I love New Haven.
Chicago deep dish.
No, get the hell out of here.
Oh,
5?
So good. 5.
Number 5?
Number 5. Love Chicago deep dish.
You don't like meaty soup, you just said. Like, Chicago pizza's like...
He likes meaty pies, though.
Meaty pies.
It's like lasagna.
Clearly.
That's a good point.
I mean, lasagna's great.
Noted. Lasagna is great. Number 4, buffalo wings.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 3, got a Maine lobster roll.
Okay.
Yep.
Respect.
Number
Wait.
2.
Wait.
What? What?
Go
hits?
ahead. Continue.
No. You have a comment?
I'll save it to the end.
Okay.
I need to hear what number 1 is.
Number 2, Philly cheesesteak,
Okay.
specifically from Angelo's. Any of them. Any of them are great, but Angelo's
Is
top tier.
Angelo's the whiz?
Angelo's
Like
is phenomenal.
that's the one. Is
It's
that
on
You
a
can get whiz, but it's
toasted-
just amazing.
to-
Yeah.
toasted seeded
Okay.
roll, just perfection. Truly
Mhm.
perfection. They also have pizza there, which is also
Yes.
the
amazing.
best pizza I've had outside.
Yes.
Outside of my
Amazing.
number 1, which is New York pizza. Like I'm a
That's fair.
homer. Yeah, I lived in New Orleans for a while. I tricked myself into thinking the pizza was good just to like survive, and then I got home and I was like, wow, this wasn't even close. So that will always be my number 1. So yeah, New Haven kick rocks.
I will touch base. I just actually had a conversation with somebody down in Maryland, and they talked about how I said, I know you guys don't know anything about pizza down here. And they mentioned Domino's. And I said, that's exactly why you don't know anything about pizza here.
Unbelievable.
And I immediately disqualified them from anything. But you have a lobster roll over buffalo wings, where
I
I've
can't do
watched
that.
you eat many buffalo wings in many sittings, and I have never seen you eat a lobster roll a day in my life. And you put that over buffalo wings? That should be number 2, sir.
Well, the lobster roll is up there because it's special. You don't get it a lot. I get a lot of wings, which are great. I love wings.
Which are amazing. Exactly.
But the lobster
You also get a
roll-
lot of pizza, too.
The lobster roll is an experience, and it's one you really can't get in a lot of places. Like you get wings a lot of places, and that's the same with pizza. Like you can have pizza in Florida. I don't recommend it, but you can, and it's just not good. Like you can have a lobster roll in Idaho, probably not great.
Yeah. You should probably avoid seafood in landlocked states. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
Probably,
great rule.
yeah. That's
Mhm.
that's a
Great
really
rule.
good advice. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're in St. Louis getting sushi.
Oh,
Exactly.
I'm good.
Oklahoma rainbow roll?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm good.
No deep dish, huh, Sam?
I've never had it in Chicago, so I will preface that.
Lou Malnati goes hard.
I plan to go to Chicago soon because I really want to go to Wrigley, and
Okay.
it's like a bucket list thing. So I will try it.
Okay.
I just think that
You will
I don't
love
know.
it.
I've had a lot of conversations about this. I've had it. It's not for me.
Okay.
But I just think it's hilarious that you don't like meaty soup and you will eat
A meaty pie.
a meaty pie. So, but I don't know.
I'm-
New Haven. I love the city of New Haven. I love New Haven pizza.
No,
Um,
it's terrible. It's really
It's
bad.
not better than New York pizza, but it's really
No,
good.
not much is.
No.
Right. That's what I mean. Like it's
Mhm.
not. It's definitely better than Chicago, Detroit, whatever
Mhm.
kind of pizza you want to throw at me.
Detroit's pretty good.
Detroit's really
I
good,
can't,
too.
I can't say
We're actually very lucky to have Detroit style in Poughkeepsie.
yes.
Yeah.
We are very, very lucky.
Yeah,
It's a phenomenal
that place
place.
is incredible.
Shout out to Hudson and Packard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sponsor us
Sponsor
with
us.
a pie,
hmm
mini pies.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Still can't believe you have lobster roll over buffalo wings. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I can't do that, man. Can't do that.
I would never do that.
That's Harry's bougie side.
Yeah.
I just love that we
Pinky
we
out
talk-
while he's eating
Exactly.
it.
Harrison played
Yeah.
hockey growing up too, so there you go. That
True,
goes. Those two things
100%.
go
Comes
together.
full circle.
Those two
Comes
things
full
go
played,
circle.
together.
played
You're right.
lacrosse
You're
during
right.
the summer.
You guys.
I
know
would have
that.
played
True.
lacrosse
Yeah.
if it
True.
didn't really start until I was out of
Mhm.
high school. Wasn't very
Brendan,
popular.
Brendan, he also now plays another expensive sport, golf. So it's all
It's coming
all
together.
Coming together.
You see?
It's all coming together. I
Let's go
can't.
back to what he said about
You're right.
hockey. Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
I am
You're
a
right.
I am a whole being. I can appreciate many things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Summer's
well,
out on the Cape there in Martha's Vineyard for Harry eating lobster rolls on the daily. I got you.
Look-
I got
look
you.
Vineyard.
Okay.
Well, Harrison, I appreciate you for taking the time to do that. But now we're
Thank
going to
you.
appreciate our fellow podmates talking about the World Baseball Classic, which is upon us. As I mentioned earlier at the top of the show,
WBC.
spring training is already here. There's been a few games. There will be more to come, and I'm sure there will be more conversations about this. So, Sam, Brendan, what do we have to look for? What are the storylines for the WBC? What should we be looking out for? And I guess before you even get into that, who takes it all? And an honest opinion, which I know you'll give.
Well, Sam and I are wearing the merch already, so I don't know if that gives it away.
It's my plug at Fanatics. Just literally opened this before the podcast. Aaron Judge.
Yep.
It's fresh.
Jersey. Yeah.
Can they hook us
Beautiful.
up too?
Yes.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Friends of the pod. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be biased here, but
You're going to be. So go ahead.
US is pretty stacked. Put it this way. It's going to the best teams, US, DR, and Japan. So I'm going to say it's definitely it's going to be one of those three teams, in my opinion, that's going to probably win it all. I don't know, man. Like you were saying before we went live here, Hayes, Scooble's only going to pitch one game, so that kind of sucks. Steen said he's going to go two. So our pitching staff is incredible. Even the lineup, I mean, Judge, Bobby Witt Jr., Corbin Carroll, unfortunately, one of those team like dozen players with a broken hamate bone. He won't be playing, but still the rest of that lineup is stacked. So I'm going U.S. because of the starting pitching. Sam, I don't know what your thoughts are on that, or if you have another favorite in mind.
I think you nailed it between the Dominican Republic, Japan, and
as usual,
the
right?
U.S. I think would be the front runners there. I was just looking up the roster to see what the pitching on the Dominican team looked like. Christopher Sanchez, Severino. I'm just looking at starters right now. Brian Bayo, Sandy Alcantara.
I hope they throw Severino. We'll put up a crooked number on him for sure. Scrub.
The offense is just disgusting though. Junior Caminero, Vlad Jr., Manny, Ketel Marte, Jeremy Pena, Julio Rodriguez, some bum named Juan Soto, Fernando Tatis as well, and the manager may be one of the greatest right-handed hitters of all time, and Albert Pujols. So, that's again, I think the pitching there probably leaves something to be desired. Some nasty arms in the pen though, but that offense is insane. Our boy Austin Wells and Agustin Ramirez, two former Renegades.
Thank you for bringing up Austin Wells. What?
I don't.
Why, Sam? Why?
I'm staring at everyone's face here, and it's just like, here's Austin Wells.
What
and it just doesn't.
I just don't understand.
You might as well just put the gas station in the middle of a volcano. You just did that. Go ahead, Brendan. Talk your talk.
I don't know what his family lineage is, but Austin Wells does not sound Dominican to me, and he doesn't look like he's from the DR. Do we know what the?
I think it's his grandma or something like that. Grandma or aunt, honestly.
Yeah, if there's lineage there, you can play for that team, right?
Yes, it's like the Olympics.
Yeah,
cool, good for him.
Cool, good for him.
He sucks anyway, so that's fine. He's not a threat. He's not a threat. He can do his breakfast burrito reviews on the bench there during the WBC. That's fine. Good. I don't want him on our team. That's for sure.
It's his mother. Okay. It's through his mother's Dominican heritage.
All right.
Yeah. So it's Mama Wells is why he's eligible.
Cool. Good for him.
Both of his parents. His parents are both both of his parents are apparently from the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Apparently.
I don't know how accurate my latest Google search is, but it does say, he's 50% Dominican. So, all right, if that's the case, I'll allow
it. The managers on the Team USA are like my fantasy baseball team in like 2005. You ready for this? Mark DeRosa, we know him from MLB Network. He was an infielder. Not that great. Who was on my fantasy team probably, but Michael Young, we've heard of him, right, from the Rangers. Brian McCann, former Yankee. He's the assistant coach. Young is a bench coach. We all know the pitching coach, Andy Pettitte. Refer to him. Matt Holliday's a hitting coach. Sean Casey's another hitting coach. George Lombard Sr. is the first base coach. David Ross, bullpen coach. Yeah, this is like, how old do you guys feel now?
I mean, I still feel as old as I did before. My knees are still hurting from watching that stuff in Olympics. So
yeah,
between that and you mentioned Sidney Crosby before. Like seeing Sidney Crosby gray is like
Silver Fox.
Yeah, it was like, wow, I am old.
Yeah, because we remember when him and Ovechkin came up.
Yeah,
they were teenagers, and we were in high school.
Ovi looks old as dirt, but still out there doing it. So shout out to Ovi for sure.
Yeah.
WBC MVP odds. While we're talking about this, Aaron Judge plus 750, Shohei plus 1100, Skeens plus 1500, Bryce Harper plus 1700, Schwarber plus 1700, Gunnar Henderson plus 1800. There's a lot of U.S. players first. Let's get to the next Dominican player. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is plus 2,700. Then it's followed by one of the greatest mullets ever, Bobby Witt Jr. Plus 2,700. Then Juan Soto plus 2,700. Suzuki plus 3,000. Buxton 3,000. Yamamoto plus 3,000. And it keeps going and going from there. So very, very interesting to see who's there. It's a lot of U.S. potential MVP odds winners here.
Yeah.
Did Ohtani won last time, right? I'd imagine.
I believe
so.
He's not going to pitch. He did make a joke, though. They asked him if he'd pitch, and he said something along the lines of, if Mike Trout is there. I think that was a dig at his former teammate who he struck out to win the final 3 years ago. Mike Trout not on the Team USA roster.
Still wild to me that the Angels had both of them and did nothing.
Never made the playoffs with both of them.
Did nothing.
Two of the greatest talents of our generation. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Let's listen to this projected lineup for the U.S. Cal Riley behind the plate, Harper at first, Bryce Terang at second, Bregman at third, Bobby Witt and Gunnar at short, Judge, PCA, and Roman Anthony is replacing Corbin Carroll due to injury, and then Schwarber at DH. I mean, amazing. And then, of course, Skeens and Skubal.
Buxton, too.
Yep, Buxton out there. Mason Miller coming out of the pen, throwing 104.
USA.
So do you guys feel the same sort of, I don't know if patriotism is the right word, but like, do you feel the same way about this WBC and Team USA as you do as like the Olympics?
No.
From what I've heard,
I'm obviously rooting for them, but no.
Yeah. But hearing what a couple players have said since, Sunday, like I think it was Gunnar Henderson was like, I think they want this moment too. So and it, even years ago, it was like, I feel like the players took this a lot more seriously than the fans did. But we've definitely seen Judge is finally on the roster, wanting to be on the roster. And, Skeens and Skubal were like, hell yeah, like we want to pitch. So I think, especially this past weekend and coming off the Olympics, I think, I have to believe everyone's fired up for this.
I feel like there's way more enthusiasm this time around, meaning not the players, meaning around hearing more about it. I felt like last time this happened, it was kind of like, oh, it's here. Oh, okay. Like I'll watch. I feel like there's been way more promotion, way more players highlighting, which again goes to the conversation that we've had on this podcast before. Like baseball is thriving. Like there is a lot of some of the best talent I think I've ever seen at once in a league is happening right now. And this is going to be on full display that all of these people that are going to be playing outside of like a lot of players for Japan and are going to pretty much be predominantly on a Japanese team, but are potential prospects to be playing in the MLB at some point, right? It's amazing to see that most of these guys, all the star power that's going to be on multiple teams, play here in the U.S. on a team in your city that you can go and watch at any time. And now you get to see them with their compadres, their country mates out here showing their talent to fight for the team, which always adds extra motivation and pride. So I'm just very happy that now it's kind of being pushed more, and it's being talked about more, even on social media, whatnot. So I'm very, very happy for this, and I can't wait to see what the coverage is going to be like for this. Honestly,
it's just I think it's the 6th year of this, so it's like the Olympics it's incomparable because of just the stage and like the grand scheme of just what the Olympics is. But I would definitely compare it to like, you know, Four Nations, which hockey just started, which I think is in line with kind of this level. And these guys are definitely competing and definitely taking pride in it. I mean, hopefully, I guess the goal is to get to like the World Cup stage. You know what I mean? Like that's obviously been going on forever. And soccer is the world's most popular sport. But, you know, I think if baseball can definitely continue to crack into like that type of realm, I think it's good. But yeah, definitely take pride in it, but not Olympic level pride.
Yeah, that's fair. And like Sam, like you said too, I think it also helps the cause that we're coming off the Olympics. Like it's happening in the same year,
cool.
So that kind of is carrying over into this. So yeah. And you know, like you're saying too, like, you know, the players want it, you know, and we have all the stars are in it, which is big for the game as well.
Huge.
Thought, and I don't know where I read this or heard it, but 2028 Summer Olympics are in LA. Have a little baseball in the Olympics.
When's the last time baseball was in the Olympics? 92.
But I'll be there playing in the flag football tournament for our country. So
actually, baseball will be. It's returning to the Olympics in 2028. So there you go.
Is it professional or amateur?
Potentially featuring major league players. So I guess that still hasn't been sorted out yet. And it'll be a six team men's tournament.
6?
Yeah, 6.
All right.
So they're working it in
probably
there.
going to be prospects. You'd have to. I don't know if you're going to want to stop the season. I mean, I know basketball or not. Hockey does, right?
Yeah, hockey stops. Basketball doesn't have to.
Probably going to be prospects, but even now, if we built a USA team on prospects, I mean, there's a lot of MLB players playing for other teams that you're like, oh, I know him. But even just with prospects, if we did it right now, Brendan, I mean, JJ Weatherholt, Connor Griffin.
That would be cool.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so look, so let's see. The dates are July 14th to July 30th, 2028. So that kind of coincides with like the All-Star break.
Yeah,
for baseball. So if it's only 6 teams, what if they do like a week off? Like, well, I think that's averages out to be a week anyway, right? As it currently stands for All-Star break for MLB.
Look, maybe they'll still be in a lockout.
Yeah,
that is also true.
NBC does have baseball rights now, and they do have the Olympic rights, so I'm sure they could parlay something to make that happen.
I think that the biggest hurdle is like insurance. I don't know if you guys saw that, but like the hockey, to have NHL players back in the Olympics, it's in the billions. I forgot what the exact number.
Goodness.
Some sort of an astronomical amount in insurance money that they needed to get settled to actually allow the NHL players to go play. And that, as we saw, Crosby is now hurt with a knee injury, and so Penguins will be getting some insurance.
Yeah, which had to be really, really bad for him to not play in the last 2 games. I can only imagine what that is. And also, so Harrison said about soccer being the number 1 or most popular sport in the world. Can you guys name number 2 and number 3 without looking?
I think cricket's in there.
That's 2.
Yeah. 3 is soccer, cricket,
baseball.
No.
Rugby?
Basketball.
No. Basketball.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Yep. The viewership globally for soccer, football in certain places in the world, 3.5 billion.
Silly.
Cricket is 2.5 billion, and basketball is 2.2 billion. Right after that is hockey at 2 billion.
Hey,
there you go.
Literally half the world watches soccer. That's incredible.
Yeah, soccer's
Yep.
Cricket also incredible.
I've
watched it once or twice.
I don't know not a damn thing that's going on.
Nope.
Nothing that's going on, but it looks exciting.
It is. Yeah, it is like
Mhm.
it's the second most popular sport in the world.
Yeah.
I knew it was
Yeah.
up there.
So just figured I'd share that little tidbit with you.
It's a good note. It's a good question.
Thanks.
Good trivia.
Thanks. Okay. Well, gentlemen, before we get out of here, is there anything else you gentlemen would like to share?
Go get you a lobster roll.
Mm.
Go Birds.
When you go get you a lobster roll, I hope that free bird comes and takes it away.
There you go.
Thank you.
Greedy ass bird.
Sam, take us away with that free bird, please.
Was it 201? Episode 201?
Something.
Something.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Hey,
This
We'll
is
go
a
with
one.
that.
202?
No, this is
Just
a
happy
one.
to be here, guys.
Yeah,
Just
to be
happy. We did it. And we did it without a rundown, which behind the scenes here, I thought this was going to be an unmitigated disaster, and we did it.
We're professional.
We're pros.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. No,
There.
it's not our first rodeo.
For Brandon and Brendan and Harrison, I'm Sam. Thanks so much for listening. Rate us, review us, tell your friends. Follow us on Instagram at Chasing Points Podcast. And we will be back next week. Peace.
Kachuk.